House of Five Leaves, Shadow of a Thief in the Moonlight. In the Edo period, filled with suspicion and the land still unsettled, Masanosuke Agitsu, a skilled young samurai who lacks self-confidence, is expelled from his master after failing to control himself in his duties. He wanders through the city, unsure of the value of his life, until he meets a strange man with a gentle smile but a mysterious atom in every molecule. Yaichi. Yaichi offers to hire him as a bodyguard, without much explanation. Desperate and aimless, Akitsu accepts, unaware that he has just stepped into the shadows of the Five Leaves, a group of unique thieves whose goal is not just money, but something deeper. Unrevealed shadow. The Five Leaves are no ordinary group of thieves. They do not kill unnecessarily, nor rob indiscriminately. Instead, they kidnap only those in power who are involved in oppressing the weak, or have crimes that the law cannot touch. Their actions raise questions. Are they thieves, or are they judges in the shadows? Masanosuke begins to feel confused. His first mission was to protect Yaichi during the kidnapping of a former lord who had killed villagers in order to expand his land. Even though he knew that the man deserved it, the young samurai's eyes trembled when he saw the family of his target crying. "You know, Akitsu," Yaichi said as he sipped his sake in the evening. "Being a samurai doesn't mean you have to obey orders all the time. Sometimes you have to do what's right, even if it's wrong in the eyes of the world." The secret behind the smile. As time passed, Masanosuke became close to the other members of the group. Otaki, a former geisha who kept a secret in her eyes, Matsuko, a silent bandit who used to be an assassin, and Yumiko, a man who used to be a noble samurai but turned his back on his own class. But none of them were as mysterious as Yaichi. Akitsu began to investigate the truth about this man. He found that Yaichi's past was vague. No information, no family, no background, like a shadow appearing from nothing. Until one night, he secretly followed Yaichi and saw another side that had never been seen before. Yaichi talked to a mysterious man with the words, "Is it time to pay for it?" Under the shadow of the sword. When the secret began to be revealed, Agitsu learned that Yaichi was once the leader of a bandit group that was branded as the most brutal during the war. He changed his name, escaped from his bloody past, and founded Five Leaves to redeem himself in his own way. But sin is not something that can be easily forgotten. Yaichi's former enemies come back to hunt him down. The group is pressured, and Masanosuke must make a decision. Should he side with the one who brought him out of the darkness of life, or return to being a samurai in a world where black and white are no longer clear? A sword that does not turn to death. When the final battle came, Masanosuke stood before the enemy who had taken the lives of the families of his fellow Five Leaves members. He chose not to kill, even though he had the chance, because he knew that true courage was not in fighting until blood was splattered, but in standing up to the fear in his heart. And when everything was over, the shadows of the five bandits disappeared into the wind. Yaichi left quietly, leaving only his last words. "There are no good thieves or good samurai in this world, Agitsu. There are only people who choose to stand where they can accept themselves."